Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Today's me, D George, again, back with a Breakthrough Monday and my associate.
Gregory, not G Lee.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And today we want to talk to you guys about the importance of entrepreneurship and knowing that it's so important to be an entrepreneur. I mean, there's many pros, many cons to being an entrepreneur. And today we want to go over a few of those. I mean, I used one of the pros today myself, and that was getting out of bed a little bit late. I had a long day yesterday. And I want to tell you, just having the ability to sleep over and not having to get up to hit nobody else's clock was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Just to think about how I usually roll over and get up and out the bed at maybe 5:30, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning. Today it was almost a 9 o'clock shift. I mean, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. Pros and cons. I mean, another pro we have to it is besides the flexibility is to just be your own boss. No one's able to tell you what to do. You know, throughout my 12 years now, you know what I'm saying, being an entrepreneur. I mean, it's just been great being my own boss. I mean, nobody's ever telling me what to do. One thing I really hated to do, in which today happens to be a Monday, but I always hated to go to work on Monday. So once I became an entrepreneur, it allowed me to have fun on that Monday, just rolling around in the bed on my own time. Any pros you got to being an entrepreneur?
Well, the pros for me, as far as being an entrepreneur, is receiving phone calls and people telling me that they read my book and giving me feedback on my book. And once again, just like Mr. D. George here, man, you know, not punching into a clock and, you know, really getting out of bed when you really want to. You know, that's one of the benefits of being an entrepreneur. But being an entrepreneur, it doesn't come easy. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. You just have to apply yourself.
Really and truly, apply yourself. I mean, that's be another thing we talk about here on this broadcast, on this young webinar today. And I want to share my screen with you with a little slide that we have. And like I said, the importance of entrepreneurship. The pros and the cons are amazing. Those were just a few of the pros that we gave you guys. I mean, but some cons could be to the point of getting your business off the ground, you know, and which that basically takes some teaching. It's not always easy to just step out on your own and to be able to have stability and maintaining a business because you haven't been taught the marketing skills, haven't been taught to brand yourself and many other things like that. And another con would be the social side of things. I would say, you know, not having those social skills and not knowing how to talk to different others, you know, when it comes to building your business and building your brand. You know, you have to have products and everything to go out, and you have to know how to get off these products, meaning sell these products, make them to the point where they're better than the next product that's on the market. And these things you have to be taught. So mentorship comes in very handy when it comes to the importance of entrepreneurship. And another good thing about entrepreneurship and the importance of it is having a high level of confidence. Your ideals, you know, you get to be able to bring different ideals to the table, using your own imagination as being creative. And that's just one thing I love about it. I always mention that your ideas is your money. Whatever you think is your money. I mean, you can just get up and start acting on it. You know, God creates through the use of my imagination is one thing that I ride off of. And I like to wake up thinking that every morning because I have an ambition to accomplish something every morning. So being an entrepreneur allows me to put creative things out into the market. You know, the high level of confidence, you know, highly motivated. Entrepreneurs are highly motivated. You have to be highly motivated. You have to have a high self-esteem to even step out there. Like I said, with the social skills and all, you have to have a high self-esteem. So that's why sometimes a lot of people don't succeed in being entrepreneurs because they don't have that self-esteem they need to have when stepping out into the field.
Yes, self-esteem is very important in this particular business as far as being an entrepreneur. I remember I've always dreamed of writing a book. My self-esteem wasn't as high as it is now. But when I put my mind down to it, you know, it's basically about your dream. It's about what you want to accomplish, you know, because, you know, it takes money to make money. Because when I first published my first book, you know, I wasn't really highly motivated. I was holding on to that dollar. But sometimes you have to let that dollar go in order for you to follow your dream.
Really and truly, really and truly. I mean, a lot of things you have in life that'll hold you down. I mean, it's like the moment you make up your mind that you want to move forward, you want to take your life to the next level, that's when you have a lot of things, a lot of people that will try to come and deter your action, deter your ways, deter your way of thinking. So you really have to have a high self-esteem. You really have to be highly motivated, and you have to have a high level of confidence. I mean, once again, it all goes hand in hand. And when I speak hand in hand, entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying, for businesses like small businesses, it allows you to build relationship and personal relationship with other individuals, you know what I'm saying, like the neighborhood corner store, you know, just like you can go in there and you can talk to the owner, you have this relationship to where you might be able to get something credited to you this time, or he might just let you have it this time around just because you come there and spent so much money with him in the past. I mean, these personal relationship goes far when it comes to being a small independent business owner. Is much different from being like a franchise business owner where you really don't get to see or interact with your workers nor the customers that comes in because you're not around. You're off handling big businesses or whatever, but small businesses allows you to be able to interact with other people.
That's true. And speaking about, you know, small businesses, you have to understand something. It's about supply and demand. You have to sit down and figure out what the people want. You can't present something and it doesn't grab the people. And another thing is that when you go out here and you present yourself, you have to present yourself as a professional. Okay, your swag has to be tight. Your idea has to be tight. You have to take the idea of your business and you have to have it down on paper from plan A all the way to plan Z. You can't half step anything, because when you present your idea to someone, they're going to ask you what the percentage, how much this is going to cost, and they're going to ask you all these things, and you need to study, get your head in the books, and find out exactly what you need to do in order for you to present your idea.
I mean, basically, that's all the way true, and that's all the way true. I mean, when it comes to small businesses, just like any other franchise, any other incorporated company, you have to have a business strategy. You have to have a business plan in order to be presented, in order to really know what's next, what comes next on the scale. Once you've accomplished one thing, you got to know what's next and keep it moving productively. And that's real important. And being in small businesses allows you to cater to a niche market, and you don't have to really worry about the large overhead. You know what I'm saying? Your niche market meaning being whoever want your product, the people that are looking for your product, who want your products the most. Hair grease, you're looking for the ones who need hair grease the most, who want water hose. You need anybody that want the water hose the most. I mean, you get to cater to these niche markets to where you don't have to worry about putting your product out there in someone's face that not really looking for what you're looking for. You know, and without dealing with the large overhead is a great thing. I mean, really, especially if you want to be hands-on, if you want to be like a leader in whatever it is you have going on, it is better to be like in your niche market so that you can really connect with the people that are looking for what you want most, what they want have most.
True that. And you need to understand that something is being invented new every day. And to give you an example, I'm going to give you an example of something real small, real simple. Let's just say you have a cut on your finger, on your hand. Who invented the Band-Aid? These people are billionaires just because they invented the Band-Aid. So, you know, keep your mind going. Keep it focused on your dream, regardless. Now, I'm gonna tell you something else. Being an entrepreneur, you will run across doors that will be closed in your face. Don't let that stop you. Keep your dream alive. No matter what it is, you keep moving forward.
That's about being highly motivated. Like I say, if you're not highly motivated, you can get connected with some people that are highly motivated. And we right here at I Help are ones that teach and mentor adults, kids, or whatever on entrepreneurship. I mean, we connect you to people that can give you the motivation. Sometimes it might even be through music and where you find your motivation. I mean, different people find different motivation in different ways. So whatever, like I say, your niche maybe, you know, me, myself, I mean, it really takes nothing for me to wake up the next morning and be motivated to do what I got to do. So I just turn on some music to get more motivated. I do something else, whatever else I can find to do to get more motivated. A prayer or whatever it may be, something different for different people.
And it could even come through family, because when I wrote my first book, I spoke about it to my brother, and he was like, well, why don't you do it? And something that simple, something that was said to me so simple, got me started in writing books. You know what I mean? And you never know what it takes. It could take music, it could take a prayer, it could take a family member, whatever. It could take a dream, you know, but whatever it is, you know, we have to look at today's society. Okay, they want you to get involved in this and get involved in that. They got the lotto on television. If you give me $2, $3, you might be able to win $14 million all the way up to $100 million. To me, that's bogus. That's taking a real big chance. And if you're going to take that chance, why not take a chance on yourself?
Really, really. I mean, even taking that chance on yourself could put you in a different tax bracket. You think about that. I mean, to the simple fact that when you really think about it, the government takes about 25 to 35% of your check, right? There's only 12 months within a year. 35% of 12 months is 3 months. Anywhere 3, close to 4 months. So if you really actually think about that in your check, you're really working 3 to 4 months for free. Basically. So entrepreneurship is way too important. That's why we are here to preach this, because we know that our people need to know how important entrepreneurship is. To be able to do what you want, to be able to write off different items, different things that you do. I mean, different things that you want to do with your family. The time that you have now with your family would be much more enjoyable if you was an entrepreneur.
And doing my studying, you know, I came across a lot of corporations, and you know, a lot of these corporations really don't pay for stuff. A lot of this stuff is really write off. They write this stuff off. You know what I mean? And the salary that they get, they basically able to keep it. You know, because they're not really spending their money on certain things that we spend our money on, because it becomes a write-off. Mm-hmm. You know, so what I'm telling you is this here: do your research, do your studying, learn the system. Okay, don't be a part of the system. Create your own system.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because see, listen, if you get trapped into a particular system, you will never grow. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you to do is take that job and take the money you make from that job and find some funds within your funds to make things happen for yourself.
That's right. He's not lying to you. I mean, these jobs, right, they have around here and working a 9 to 5. I mean, just think about it. You're not really able to write anything off because you're not allowed to. You don't have any business that you own. So really, we found out just being out here in this nonprofit organization, like he just said, everything is a write-off. We can't even receive funding in a certain format from a company if it's not related to a write-off for them. So all in all, learn the tax system. It's mad crazy the things that you learn, the things that you know, the things that you need to know when living in this world and this economy these days and times.
And let me tell you something about our so-called country and our so-called government. There's certain things out there that you are eligible for that you have no idea. You don't have no idea what you're eligible for that you can receive for free. They will not tell you because it's for free. So, you know, and if you look at it, you know, speaking of people that my age, we always been entrepreneurs. You know, when I was a little kid, I had my little lemonade stand. You know, I used to sell newspapers. So that's a form of being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I was selling the lemonade. I had my lemonade stand, selling the lemonade drink for 10 cents a piece. I always was an entrepreneur. I always wanted to make my own money. Now, I'm not saying I didn't work for the corporate world, but it get to the point where you want more. And if you want more, you are the one that's going to have to make it happen. Don't sit around and wait for the tooth fairy to put $1 up under your pillow. Don't wait for my man from the home sweepstake to knock on your door and tell you that you want $5,000 a week for life. I mean, come on, that don't happen where we live at. You know, that might happen out there in the suburbs where the people got the nice houses. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, the people that do be winning this money already have money.
And the people that do be winning this money get taxed for the money. But even though, you know what I'm saying, like you said, don't sit around, man, and just wait for the tooth fairy. You know, even when these big corporations, they want more, what they do, they gonna make more, but they hand off the work to you. You know what I'm saying? That means increasing your hours from 8 hours to 10 hours, increasing them from 10 hours to 12 hours, increasing the days from 5 days to 6 days, and from 6 days to 7. When you wasn't even supposed to be working weekends in the first beginning.
Yeah,
But it's mad crazy how they do it.
This what kills me though is that when they ask you to do these things, you'll go back and you tell your wife or you'll tell your friends, yeah, man, you know, people want me to work extra hours. They looking at me, they thinking about promoting me. But let me tell you something. That's all and good, but they're making the most money. You just getting the extra chump change in your pocket. Once again, I'm not knocking what you do, but what I'm telling you to do, what I'm asking you to do is to improve your life, man. Being an entrepreneur means being your own boss, means paying yourself, means you are running things.
I mean, even when they promote you, man, it's going to be a bigger tax cut. Why? Because when your pay go up, your tax rate go up. I mean, we're not going to talk too much to you guys today. We're going to cut this short. Thank you guys for visiting in. You got anything you want to tell these guys?
All I want to say is tomorrow, I want you guys to tune in. We have a serious talk jumping off tomorrow, but I hope that we have reached somebody or anyone concerning this. Seriously, sit down and think about entrepreneurship.
And I want you guys to know, I got mad love for you all.
Mad love.
Everybody in the community.
Matter of fact, I is going to be starting an entrepreneurship class pretty soon at Goodwill here in Rome, Georgia. We'll let you know.
You got to get in on that. Don't miss it. We got to wait for everybody to win. We love you.